Noxious weeds are non-native and highly invasive plants that, when left untreated, can literally take over our lands and waters, ruining the natural environment that makes Idaho great. Millions of acres of Idaho's lands are currently infested with invasive weeds. If nothing is done to help solve this problem, this number will continue to grow exponentially. Idaho's Cooperative Weed Management Areas, or CWMAs, are a grassroots effort of local landowners, land managers, and other interested individuals and organizations to bring together their resources and abilities to work against the spread of invasive weeds.
Nobody knows the land better than the people that are on the land. We're not very far from wilderness areas. We're not very far from wild and scenic rivers. And the thing is to try to keep the weeds from getting out of the box. That's the big goal, is to try to keep the land the way it is. You know, it's just, you gotta kind of keep them under control.
In Idaho, we have over 30 CWMAs covering 87% of the state. Noxious weeds don't recognize borders, so Idaho CWMAs often cross county and even state boundaries, extending into Washington, Oregon, Utah, Wyoming, and Montana.
The ranchers in this area typically deal on both the Idaho and Oregon side. And they understand that weeds have no boundaries. Weeds won't pay attention to the county lines, and they sure as heck won't pay attention to the state lines. They understand that if we do not hold the spurge on the Idaho side, once it gets down into the bottomlands into Oregon, they have to deal with it as well. So most of them are more than willing to come up and give us a hand on this side of it.
The valuable partnerships that develop between landowners, counties, and states unite everyone with the sole purpose of being able to get in the field and control noxious and invasive plants.
It's an effort to get everybody together, working together towards a common goal, and being able to solve problems with as many different partners as possible.
One of the key things that we're doing is we're trying to catch the weeds on what we call the leading edge. We want to try to go where the patches are the smallest and highest up the hill or deepest in the canyons. You know, there's 1/10 as many weeds as what we saw when we first came into the canyon. So a little bit of success keeps us going. We use less chemical or less time, and that's kind of how we monitor how well we're doing. If we get it on the leading edge, then it won't spread to other lands throughout the Oahes.
Idaho's CWMAs are so successful that many receive state funding to assist them in their on-the-ground efforts, further demonstrating the value of this partnership, from the state level down to every valuable volunteer.
It works really well if we can get all the people that working together and sharing information, and then as well as going out on spray days together and attacking the problem collectively, and we've been seeing some really good success.
We have people that sign up to hand pull weeds. We have people that simply report things they've seen that they're concerned about that maybe we don't know about. We have people that are maybe retired that might go into the schools and do little programs for the students that maybe the weed superintendent and or their staff doesn't have time to do.
Idaho CWMAs are a vital force, pulling together all people to be involved in the control and prevention of invasive weeds, keeping the beautiful habitats across our state healthy and vital.
I think one of our highest priorities should be is lighting the fire again, getting people excited about weed control. Let them know there's a problem. If we want to protect our lands for the future generations, we all need to get involved. We all need to do our part. We all have to bear a responsibility in this war against weeds.
Get involved by talking to your county weed control office and volunteering with your county weed superintendent. See how you can be the hands and feet that help us win this battle against noxious weeds in Idaho.